So we'll swing the rope here. Now the rope is completely flexible here. So you cannot manipulate it with your wrist here. So you have to guide the rope properly. And then in doing this, more than anything, you have to really feel the motion of the end of the rope. So whatever you do, whether you do this or something like maybe something like this. But the thing is, as you swing this fast, then you will have this tension here. You will have the tension. When you have a good tension, that means you can feel the motion of the end of the rope. So the goal is to control the end of the rope. Again, we can do something like this. And then obviously your hand motion matches to the rope motion, right? Here. Something like this. Or basically your body has rhythm to help the rope motion. With that you will maintain this tension, that you will be able to control the rope motion better. So with this idea, when you swing like a golf swing, again the same thing. You maintain good tension in the rope, that you will be able to control the rope motion. So swing back and forth. The goal is to control the end of the rope, right? So, because you lose the tension here, when you start, you don't have much tension, you cannot control the rope motion. So here, the goal is not just turning your body, but you're moving the rope, end of the rope around your body. So you have to match your body motion to the rope motion. That's good. Feel the motion of the end of the rope, swing. And then instead of just stopping about here, remember in the back, the goal is to give enough rotation, enough wind up, right? So using that, turn more. So you increase the speed a bit more. So swing a bit faster, and then feel the motion of the end of the rope. Have good control. Maintain the tension, and keep more wind up in the backswing. More wind up in the backswing. Yes, swing. And make it a bit faster in the backswing. Yep. In the backswing. Yeah. Swing. Yep. Now this is good.
I feel.
Now this is good. So in the backswing you're giving extra 10. Yeah. Extra 10 here, right?
No, y no me daba duro, marica, es que cuando lo paro, me pega.
In your original swing, you stop about here, okay? And then use this, but now when you add additional turn here, now you're adding this motion here, from here to this motion here. With this all the way down, you can also use this motion down. So make the rope fast enough both ways so that you can maintain the tension. Yeah. And then in the backswing, give enough wind up, yes. And you can make it even faster in the backswing.
I feel that.
So when you have to put more effort, let's try to put more effort in the backswing, because the downswing will automatically faster. Yep. Yep. So with this, the change now we see is that you are using these muscles more, because you have more wind up here. So when you start the downswing, you're using these muscles, and then throw the arms. Now connect the backswing, downswing better. Make everything one continuous motion, all the way. Good wind up, let it go. Good wind up, let it go. And use the legs. The rhythm is controlled by the leg actions. So instead of this motion, you're using the rhythm, controlling the rhythm using the leg actions. Yes. Yep. So now the motion is getting simpler and simpler because you start using the body.
Yeah.
And then turning the body and then throw the rope around. Turn and then throw the rope. Okay? So again, make it more rigorous. both ways, make it a bit faster, let it go, continue, connect everything. Backswing can be a bit faster. Backswing can be even faster. So let me show you this. So if the goal is to control the motion of the end of the rope, right, then I can simplify my body motion, but the goal is to promote motion of the end of the rope. So again, I can do different things like this. By moving my body rhythmically here, you can promote this rope rotation, right? So this faster rope motion is not coming from the arm motion, but rather you're using body rhythmically. Then you'll be able to turn this fast. Or you can perhaps, it's all coming from body motion. But the same thing. You see by lower body action. It's not that snappy, right? But still fast enough by using body rhythm. So it's a dance. Control the motion, pay attention to out here. So when the rope goes to the neck, then usually it's too flat here. And then when you control the motion, if you are controlling the motion at the end of the rope, then you have to have the complete motion in the image. Speed up and then slow down and then finish. Speed up and slow down and finish. You have to nicely control the motion at the end of the rope. Yeah, you see, when you have more speed, it's easier to control the rope.
Right.
Because when you have a faster speed, the rope wants to go away from your body because of the inertia.
Yeah.
That you simply don't let it go, then you'll go around. But if it's slow, then you have to guide it. But when it's fast enough, you just simply throw the rope around your body, and you can control the motion. Yeah. And also, when you start the swing motion, when you initially start, you tend to use the arms only like this. Instead, from here, give a little bit of motion here. You use the body and then already from the beginning you have just enough speed. Yeah, swing, keep swinging, and then throw the rope fast so that you can feel the tension. Yes, keep good. Yes, good shoulder motion. Good. I will record this. Swing, 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 swing. Use the legs actively. Have the body rhythm. You are swinging it with the body motion, not the arm motion. Swing, 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 swing. You see, as you repeat, the motion becomes simpler and simpler, and you have better control there.
Mucho mejor, Mike. It's getting better.
That is a workout.
I know. I was like, I bet he's tired, and then he started breathing.
Swing, 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 swing. Use the legs actively. Have the body rhythm. You are swinging it with the body motion, not the arm motion. Swing, 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 swing. You see, as you repeat, now
Yeah.
at the end of the action, you look at your shoulder motion. It's a continuous motion. Good here, and then let it go, and then let it go, because you now give more shoulder motion here. So everything is continuous. And then on the way down, you're using your left leg better, so you can throw it. So let me record from here. Okay, ready, go. Oh, good. Swing, 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 swing. Very good. Okay. Now look at this, how your body is moving. So when you swing this way, your body is moving that way, instead of just spinning around like this. Oh, good. Swing, 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 swing. Very good.
Wow. Uf,
Better wind up.
uf.
Bigger motion.
Oh, I want that video.
Yes.
Mari, venga, mire este video, Mari.
Es que yo lo
Bueno, se me está yendo acá. Yeah.
It just looks like.
Yes.
It looks so, yeah. So,
He finished, when he was young, he was in the semi-final for the examiner, and that's how he used to swing. And he changed his grip, and then everything went
You see
south.
how smooth the motion
That
is.
was the one that swung.
But here you can definitely see that you're using the
He used to swing long.
arms.
so low.
So you start using the body more. This is the idea. This is the idea. So okay, in the backswing, all you will need to worry about is give good wind up.
Exactly.
When you have enough wind up, then you will add enough additional shoulder motion here. With that, you can also easily drop this way slightly. With this is bent here, so it's easy to.
I don't care if the club is going so down.
So don't ever try to intentionally shift once the downswing starts, or intentionally try to drop the body once the downswing
The
starts.
backswing is going to be longer.
Yeah. So in the backswing with the
Yeah.
elongated
The club is
transition.
gonna be longer too.
Yeah, elongated transition. With that, you will introduce this slight lean and also dropping the left side. That's all you need. And then kick the ground and throw. Again. Now this time, let's make the swing plane a bit flatter. So avoid hitting the ground with the rope. Okay. So it's touching the ground. So make it a bit flatter. Make it a bit flatter. Yeah. Yes. Try that. Ooh, look at that. Yeah. Yes. So part of the reason, this is really good. Part of the reason you feel you're pulling, although the data showed that the swing plane was outward, but when you use the rope, you have the tendency of opening the body a bit early because it's too close. The swing plane is a bit too steep. Because it's coming closer to the body, then you have to turn early. But when you make it a bit flatter, you wait until it comes this way. So currently, what you just did is really good. Again,
Same.
make it a bit flatter. And then active motion, kick the ground, throw both ways. Yep. Swing. Woo! You hear the sound, right?
Oh yeah, so good.
Whipping sound. Now, look at this. This versus the previous one. The previous one was a bit too close, as I said. This is what you just did. Look at this. Swing. Woo! You hear the sound, right?
Oh yeah, so good.
Whipping sound. Now we have a really consistent swing plane here. The previous one. Swing. Use the legs actively. Have the body rhythm. You are swinging it with the body motion, not the arm motion. Swing. It's coming a bit closer, and then you tend to open your body too much here. Okay. This is eventually what you want to develop with the club. Part of the reason, if you have fade all the time, that means it's a bit too close. So you have to bring steeper, close to the body, and then turning this way. But when you make it a bit flatter, just let it go, and then boom, nothing will obstruct your arm motion. So this is very.
And that's why I have to be elevated.
So make it a bit flatter. So you can always control the angle here.
Si ves, Mari, por eso tengo que estar más flat y más alejado.
When he flattened his plane, now the swing is up. Show me again. So his older swing, it was a bit too steep, and so he tend to keep the rope a bit too close. With that, the body opens, right, and then pulling it inward here. But with a bit flatter one, yeah. Then use the leg, and then leg action will promote good body turn, throw. You see, the motion connection is really good. Motion becomes really simple here.
Yes, it looks really good.
Now try to stiffen the swing plane. So drop it a bit close to your body and see how it goes. You see, he tends to use the right arm a lot because it's too close. When it's too close, your right arm is quite dominant. So because it's coming down this way, swing and then keep pushing this way. But when he maintains a bit the flatter swing plane, just a throw and then finish.
And maybe that thing happened yesterday when I tried to feel my weight in the back. I stayed more.
Agreed.
That's why.
So as you swing,
It's
let's
not
go.
The, it's not the weight. It's the.
It's the bottom.
So try to use the both. So initially start with a bit flatter swing, and then try to stiffen it and see how the swing changes.
I feel so easy.
Yeah, that's the flatter one.
Yeah.
And then keep it stiffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see. Hey, this
I
is-
feel like
Yeah.
they have to.
Right arm comes in quite a bit. So you have to experiment this and then control the angle. What you can do is you can start from almost the
No, actually, I was playing like that,
Mhm.
like flatter and.
almost the horizontal, and then gradually lower this, and then see which one gives you a really comfortable swing motion without changing the body motion quite a bit.
So question, if he goes a little bit like that, would he have even a little bit more flatter swing or not necessarily?
So it's currently, if you look at the rope motion,
Yes.
with the rope motion, the hand should guide the rope correctly to create the discontinuous swing plane, and it's quite consistent. And then, but when he goes with the stiffer plane,
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. But the club have to be a little bit flatter, right?
so again,
Flatter,
see,
flatter palo.
try again both a bit flatter one and the stiffer one. So see his body motion. So this is flatter one. Throw, 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 and then stiffer one. Yeah, so this comes in quite a bit, and then the hands comes in like this. When he has a flatter one, it's just a throw all the way and then nicely coming here. But when he has a stiffer swing plane, go here and then comes in and then try to do this. It's because it's too close. It's a bit too stiff.
Wow.
So you can certainly play with the angle,
Mhm.
to find the most comfortable one. Because if you use the right angle, then the body motion becomes really simple. All you need is just throw, 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 and then with this you have a rhythmic motion here. But when it's too close or too flat, then you have to use additional motion.
Okay.
Right? So it's always important to find the right angle.
I have one more question,
Mm.
and I'll just grab a golf club. So one of his biggest problems is
Come in here. So in the view. Yeah.
in the
On the mats. Yeah.
His biggest problem is that he rotates the arms like really quick.
Mm.
And
So
because he's not,
yeah, if he has initial shift and then really throw this, then it'll go around.
Throw, so he
But
will-
because he's using his arms to control this. Yeah.
because that's why he said that when he rolls, then he starts and all the sequences off.
Yeah. So this will give you good feel here because you are starting the backswing all the way from here. With this in one motion, you are throwing this here. So you know which path you have to follow in the backswing. Right? So when you hold this, it's already inclined a little bit, right? So if you maintain this plane, you have to swing this way here, and then throw here. But if you flip here, what happens is this way. So try to maintain that plane.
Mira qué bueno este Mari.
Oh.
Ooh, I like that.
No need to use the arms here. So again, it's a throwing, it's a pendulum motion. Pendulum motion. You're just holding it here, and then use the body. Use the body to no. Use the body to create this motion. Use the body motion. You see? Then nicely you can move this. Yeah. Use the body instead of using the arms. your hands are simply holding it, and then you are swinging with the body
Oh,
motion.
that
Yes.
looks great.
Yes.
I
Yes.
think he got a great feeling for
Yes.
it.
Wow.
He's relaxed.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the idea. By using the body, you are controlling this movement. So what's the advantage of using body instead of the arms? Because you are using the bigger muscles to move the body. So or if you don't have this, anything is flat. Even I use the foot tray. In Thailand, in the seminar, I use the tray. Hold the tray here, and then just to swing it. But as you swing, instead of using the arms or the upper body, try to use the body more. And swing.
Oh, I see what you mean. You gotta make it.
You see, now you know the path here. And if you want to make it a bit flatter, then so here you can go this way here and see. Yeah. Then you can control the angle. Yeah. So then you know in the backswing what you do. Okay? Swing.